In every corner of our world, brilliance flickers like distant stars, casting its glow unnoticed amidst the daily grind. Geniuses walk among us, their extraordinary talents and innovative ideas capable of reshaping the very fabric of our society. Yet despite their potential to illuminate and inspire, these exceptional individuals often find themselves obscured by societal forces that push them down and diminish their visibility. Tranisa Watts is one such individual. Our corrupt society has effectively erased 2 years of schooling of Tranisa due to a simple computer error left unchecked.
Why'd you stop at 7th grade?
Well, it wasn't 7th grade, it's more like 9th grade, but, they didn't put it in the computers right.
But even geniuses like Tranisa sometimes fail to see the obvious. In this case, Tranisa believes she's going home despite already wearing prison clothing.
You're gonna be charged with murder.
Murder? She dead?
Yes, ma'am.
She dead? I didn't murder? She died? She died?
Dead.
I don't think that I hit her enough to kill her. That's what I'm telling
You
you.
hit her in the right spot.
I don't think I
Okay.
hit. We're gonna have to investigate where Tia Page done, because I know I didn't hit this lady enough to kill her. You know what I'm
You
saying?
told me you hit her up here, right?
It was more like down here.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? And she backed up. See what I'm saying? So I didn't hit. I'm just saying, I know my part, but I'm not finna go down for murder if Tia done did something to this lady too.
Okay, well,
You know?
it doesn't look like Tia did it.
Can we get an investigation on
That's
this
what I'm doing.
situation?
I'm a detective.
Okay.
And there is a thorough investigation being
That's what I'm
conducted
saying.
right now.
Is there a way that we can look up these people that are involved?
You mean
in
all the people that saw you shoot Miss Edwards? Yes.
That's not what I'm talking about.
You're probably wondering how this female Stephen Hawking found herself in such a position. Well, it all began when the police were called to a Starbucks as a result of a shooting that occurred inside. Police responded to the scene and talked to witnesses. Witnesses described a woman who looked a lot like Tranisa Watts having shot an elderly woman inside that Starbucks. The elderly woman was indeed inside that Starbucks. She had a gunshot wound to the chest and was pronounced dead shortly after. Tranisa was found to be running down the street holding a child in her arms, later discovered to be her child. She was arrested and brought in for questioning. Before the interrogation, detectives learned that the woman Tranisa had shot was the grandmother of Tranisa's child. Tranisa did not have custody of her own child. That was granted to the grandmother at the age of 3 months due to the court deciding that Tranisa was unfit to care for the child. I'm sure that too was a computer error. In any case, the police seemed to believe that Tranisa had scheduled a meeting with her child's grandmother at Starbucks with the intent to kidnap her child. Let's watch Tranisa clear up this big ol' misunderstanding.
All right, Miss Watts, I'm Detective Farmer, work for the Richardson Police Department.
Okay.
You call yourself Trey?
No, I don't.
You don't?
Tranisa.
Tranisa? Okay.
Yes, sir.
I think the officer misunderstood you out in the car for
Yeah.
a minute. Okay. And what's your birthday? So Tranisa Watts?
Mhm.
Okay. You're how old?
I am 23 years old.
Okay. How much school have you got?
7th grade. I was actually trying to get back in school for my GED.
Okay. Why'd you stop at 7th grade?
Well, it wasn't 7th grade. It's more like 9th grade, but they didn't put it in the computers right.
Okay.
And not being able to get to school and stuff like that.
Oh, okay. Okay. Where did you grow up here in town? Where are you from?
I'm from Longview, Texas. I did grow up in Dallas and Richardson.
Okay. So how long have you been in the area?
My aunt's been in the area for over 9 and 10 years.
Is that who raised you?
Well, more like 20. Yeah, she somewhat raised me.
Okay. But you've been in Dallas about 10 years from Longview?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Are you working right now?
No, sir.
Not working? Okay. What do you do what's your typical day like?
Normally I would be working. I had ended up getting put out of my apartment, so I was living in a shelter at 1818 Corsicana in Dallas. So I was really waiting on my to get back into the program and stuff like that. So that's what I was waiting on when I got out. But
Okay. So you're unemployed, but you're living at 1818 Corsicana?
yes, sir. It's like a homeless shelter, recovery shelter.
Okay. How long you been staying down there?
I ended up getting housing with them for a year, and after I finished the housing because I couldn't, finish school and stuff like that, I ended up going back. But that's why I said they was gonna work with me with the program, but I was too back on child support, so
Mhm.
it was I was too back on child support, so it kind of like you know messed with me paying the rent.
Mess with your credit rating and stuff?
No, it didn't.
Okay.
The credit was good, and it was paid up all the way into the year, but it was like I couldn't save and stuff like that.
I gotcha. So you've been in Corsicana for about a year?
It's not Corsicana, it's Dallas. It's
I know 1818
yeah.
Corsicana. Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Okay. And that's you fell into there because it's having some troubles paying rent?
Yes,
And
sir.
you've been there about a year? Okay.
Yes, sir.
I know there was a child involved in what happened this evening. Is that your child?
That is my daughter.
How many kids do you have?
She's my only daughter.
Okay. What's her name?
Jordan.
Jordan?
Yes, sir. Jordyn.
Y-N? Okay. And what's her last name?
Page. Page.
Okay. How old is Jordan?
She's 3 years old.
She's 3?
Mhm.
And that's the only child you have?
Yes, sir.
Okay. And is her dad around?
I really don't know. I know that she was placed in custody of Kentoria maybe 10 in March of 2019.
Mhm.
No. Yeah, March of 2019. She's been having her ever since, and
Okay.
yeah. Well, it was a case involved with CPS, so I ended up leaving her with custody of Jordan.
Mhm.
But after that, she started like acting weird, not wanting to come to the court dates, the child arrangement court dates and stuff like that. So, but that's who she's been staying with.
Okay. So you said March of 2019?
Yes, sir.
So she's been with Contoria for almost most of her life, almost 2 years?
Yes, sir.
Okay. And Contoria is who?
She is Jared Page's mother.
Okay. And is Jared Jordan's mom or dad?
I haven't did the DNA test. That's what I was waiting for, but it's like they don't want to go to the court dates and stuff like that. So
Okay. So you're pretty sure that, what was his name?
Jared Page.
Jared? Okay. J-A...
RR ETT.
E-T-T. You're pretty sure he's the dad?
I'm not sure. That's why I was trying to hurry up and go to another court date, because I don't want them taking care of a child that's not theirs. And that's why I was like, it's been doing out like 2 years. I've been setting up court dates in Dallas, Texas, and because that's where the case was originally at, and they don't go to the court dates. It be things like video chats that they'll miss that they're supposed to, and they're supposed to talk to the judge.
Mm-hmm.
They're supposed to talk, and they don't attend.
Okay. So you're trying to determine if Jarrett really is the daddy?
Yes.
Okay. And when did you start that process?
I haven't even got to do it, because every time they're like, I set up a certain thing, there's always an excuse as to why they can't come to the court date.
Mm-hmm.
And because I was so far behind in child support, I couldn't afford to pay for, what is it, where the constable brings you the papers to where you must attend court.
Yeah, like the fees and stuff like that?
Yeah, so I couldn't do that. And I ended up, I put in for a modification like this month, and I was waiting to set up another court date so that they would have to attend and stuff like that.
Okay. Where does Contoria live?
4106 Kendra Circle.
Okay. That's in Richardson, isn't it?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Does Jarrett live with his mom?
I don't know. I don't know if he has the same like rules and regulations that apply to me, but I feel that's why I said he's almost always there. But I don't know if he stays around the corner from her, but I take it as that because that's her son, that she's helping him out more than she's helping me out and making it hard on me, because I literally, it's like I don't have nowhere to go. I'm getting put out by my family. Don't know if my mother, what I'm saying, friends getting harmed and stuff like that. So.
Okay. So you're kind of on your own?
Yes, sir.
Okay. All right. Um, so do you have like a visitation schedule with Miss? Is Contoria's last name Edwards?
Yes.
Okay. Okay. Do you have like a visitation schedule, or how do you get to see Jordan?
Normally, I would always have a visitation schedule, but it'd be days where I would call her and she would be like, "It's visitation day," and she would be like, "Well, I can't meet up with you," and I'll ask to speak with the baby, and she'd be like, "Well, she's asleep." I said, I guess she sleep all the time, and I don't get to speak to her. You know what I'm saying?
Okay. So there is a visitation schedule that was set by the court, but it's not always followed.
Yes, sir.
Okay. By Miss Edwards or you or both?
By Miss Edwards.
Okay. All right. Were y'all having a visitation tonight?
No, I ended up because well, there's a lot of bad things that happened to me, right? I ended up getting into a lot of altercations in the years that the last 3 years that I've had my daughter and that she's been with them. I've been getting assaulted. I've been harmed in different, you know what I'm saying? I have
by them or different people?
Different. They've done stuff.
They've done stuff too. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Right.
Is there a way that I can show you this bite mark?
It's not on your breast, is it?
No. I have one on there, but I'm not going to show you
that.
I'm not going to show you my breast.
So you have a bite mark on your shoulder?
It's on my arm.
On your arm? Okay. And that's from
another altercation. This was about my child. Somebody had stated that I was friendly, that I couldn't fight, that I was scary, and that I wasn't good and stuff like that. So I ended up.
So that wasn't Miss Edwards that beat you, was it?
No.
Somebody else?
Miss Edwards got her daughters to jump on me during it was like Thanksgiving, and then the last few times that I visited, which was last year, and I haven't been over there since then because every time I go over there, it's like an altercation. We had an altercation like that, like this right here, what happened today. We had an altercation like that, and Miss Page pulled out her gun on me.
Okay.
But that's why
Miss Page.
Yeah, this is not Miss Contoria, but the other lady that was involved.
Involved tonight?
Yes.
Okay, I got you. When did you get the bite mark on your shoulder?
This was last year.
Okay. All right. So I want to talk to you, find out what happened tonight. Okay. You're sitting in a jail, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay, and you didn't walk in here on your own, right? So I'm gonna read you your rights. You can read, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. I'm gonna read them out loud for you. I want you to follow along, and I want to know tonight what happened, what was going through your mind, if you did something, why you did it, that kind of stuff, okay?
Okay.
But just since we're in the situation we're in right now, I got to read these to you, okay? You have the right to remain silent, not make any statement at all, and any statement you make may be used against you at your trial. Any statement you make may be used as evidence against you in court. You have the right to have a lawyer present to advise you prior to and during any questioning. If you're unable to employ a lawyer, you have the right to have a lawyer appointed to advise you prior to and during any questioning. You have the right to terminate the interview at any time. Do you understand your rights?
Yes, sir.
Okay, you voluntarily waive your rights? You cool with talking to me right now?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So tonight, you said that there's been some issues between you, Miss Edwards, and Miss Page.
Yes.
Who's Miss Page?
I think that's Jared. That's That's Mrs. Contoria's ex-husband's wife.
Okay. Okay, so Jared's mom, her last name is now Edwards, but she was married to somebody who had the last name Page,
yes.
and she had Jared, and his dad has remarried to another lady.
Yeah, they actually have the same name. The one that supposedly be my baby's father, he's the junior.
Okay, I got you. So this Miss Page lady, what's her first name?
And Contoria.
Contoria?
Yes, sir.
Just like Miss Edwards?
Tia. She said something about Tia Page.
Tia Page?
Yes.
Okay. Is she Spanish?
I don't know. No, she's black.
She's black. Okay. All right. Because you know Tia is Spanish for auntie, right?
Yeah.
Did you know that?
Yes.
Okay. So Tia Page is currently married to Jared's dad.
Yes.
Gotcha. Okay. And she's pulled a gun on you in the past?
Yes.
Okay. When was that?
This was maybe 2 years ago. I ended up leaving, running off. It was over the baby. It was. I asked if I could get the court dates assigned, and attitudes were coming out. But during this time, I don't know. There was a lot of people. A lot of my friends during these 3 years were assaulted, hit by cars, um, injured. Like, I have 5 people you can look up that are deceased. You know what I'm saying? They're all in an age group. There's Ebony Mess and Deja Mess. They work at ATM, and they ended up getting shot. There was Cameron Farmer. He ended up dying. There was Xavier McMullen. He ended up dying when I first came out of jail in 2019.
How did these people die?
I don't know. That's why I said what I said. And during this time, well, Xavier got shot. I think they all mostly got shot. And Xanta shot, she got hit by a car.
Okay.
But during these times that these people were being assaulted and stuff like that and they getting killed, I was going through this, and somebody was like, I would go to jail, I would get in fights, people would assault me. I had a big black eye, and it was like my whole face was swollen. You know, see what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know if that has something to do with somebody not liking this age group or whatever it was, but I ended up going and blessing myself. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
After that, I told one of the people that blessed me what I was going through. I said, it's like she's trying to take my baby. I don't know if this is his baby or not. And she was like, well, go to the detective. Every time I go to a detective, they don't do nothing about it. So pretty much it's like I was scared. You know what I'm saying? For my daughter, she had a black eye. You know what I'm saying? This was
She got hurt. She got hurt?
Today?
Your daughter?
No.
Okay.
No.
She got hurt before?
Yes. She had a black eye. It was, they said she ended up falling out of the bed. But it was strange because she had it before I had mine, and I had mine, and it was big on my face.
When was that?
This was maybe 2020. I ended up reporting it. They said that it's in Richardson, because it was at Kentoria's house, but they ended up making
So you had a black eye?
Yes, sir.
In 2020?
Mm-hmm.
And your little girl had a black eye at the same time?
She was just born. She was maybe like 9 months. 9 months old.
And how did she get her black eye?
Kentoria said she fell out the bed, but she was too little to walk, so I know she didn't fall out the bed.
Okay. How did you get your black eye?
I had a fight with a person named Kimberly Johnson.
Okay. So you weren't living on Kendra Circle?
No, sir.
But Jordan was already living there?
Well, I was living with them throughout my pregnancy, and then they ended up like saying that I assaulted them, that we were into it with each other. I never harmed her. And she ended up calling the police on them and telling them I was crazy. Okay. I said that CPS came up to the mental facility. They asked me if I wanted to leave my baby with Kentoria. I said, well, she was just born. I don't know if it's safe or not, but I don't want her to be, you know what I'm saying, nowhere where I don't know where she's at during this time. So I ended up letting her stay with her. Okay. After that, Kentoria ended up setting up a court date and said that I couldn't get Jordan back, that it was mandatory through CPS. I reached out to CPS. CPS said that they didn't say anything about that they dismissed the case, and that I could get my baby back. So I'm like, Every time the police come to Kentoria's house, they said, CPS said that she couldn't have the baby. I said, I don't know if that's true or not. Can y'all look at those papers? I said, she has some type of paper saying that CPS says that she could stay with them. I said, that's not true, because the CPS case is in on Blair Street in Dallas, Texas. And if you go there, they're going to tell you that the case is dismissed and that they didn't leave her with Kentoria. Okay. So I ended up trying to set up the same court dates that, child, it wasn't through CPS. It's like custody arrangements, stuff like that. Okay. But she wants to tell me that it was due to CPS, and I'm like, no, CPS said that I can have my daughter back. You know what I'm saying? They not too big on.
So Miss Edwards is telling you that CPS is telling her that she can have the baby.
Yes, and that it's mandatory that the baby stays with Kentoria, but that's not true. You see what I'm saying?
So is it because they've placed her with Miss Edwards, or
they didn't place her with Miss Kentoria? the CPS people. Well, it wasn't CPS. It was like more like a detective, somebody who wanted to reach out for the baby's safety.
Okay.
Because they had we had a altercation. You know what I'm saying?
You and Miss Edwards did?
Supposedly.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? I never touched her though. You know what I'm saying? That's why I don't want to seem like and she's crazy, but I never touched her during this time. You get what I'm saying? I had just had a baby. I never.
And that was at the house on Kendra?
Yes, sir.
Okay. And so did the Richardson cops come out to that?
Yes.
Okay.
They ended up. That's when somebody I went to. I think that's the mental facility over here.
Mm-hmm.
And when I went to that mental facility, there was I guess it's a caseworker.
Mm-hmm.
And he said, do I want to leave my baby with Kentoria Goodson? I said yes until I'm out of jail.
Okay.
And when I got out of jail, she said that there was somebody who called her and said that I had to, sign up. Well, she didn't want me to stay with her because we supposedly had a fight. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
But because I didn't have nowhere to go, you know what I'm saying? I left the baby with Kentoria.
Okay.
You see what I'm saying? After that, Kentoria set up a court date during the time that I was homeless and didn't have nowhere to go. So I ended up signing the papers off to her that she could have the baby, during this time.
Okay.
After that, I ended up getting it together for over a year, and I was setting up court dates for them to go to the court dates to give me the baby back, and they never made no court date. They always made excuses, and I said I could understand and leave the baby with them and everything else, but every time I would come over there, there's an assault, there's a fight, I've been jumped, and you know what I'm saying? I'm not going to keep on getting assaulted. I'm not going to keep calling the police and taking me. I have it's in record in Richardson, Texas. If you look at it, they're going to tell you, well, she got jumped and she called the police and other residents that were around Kendra Circle. She called the police. They were fighting. They say she is always coming over here fighting. Well, I can't not see my child and of course me as a mother, and if I'm seeing a black eye on my child, I'm gonna probably tweak. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you want to protect your baby.
Yeah.
So when you get to Miss Edwards' house and these altercations occur, it's usually because you're not being able to see the baby.
No, it's not because I can't see. Well, it's because they don't want me to see the child. Okay. You know what I'm saying? And with that being said, it's like they don't want me to be involved in my daughter's life, but this is my daughter. You know what I'm saying? You're her aunt, you're her grandmother, and you're her father, supposedly. We don't even know if that's true or not yet because y'all haven't even attended none of the things that I've set up because y'all feel like, and I don't know what they feel. I don't know if they're mad at me. I don't know what they feel. But I know this is my daughter. It's been like I have never slept a night with my child. And it's like I asked her if I could spend the night with my daughter. She'll let her son and see the baby. I will buy clothes, diapers, Pampers. She'll be like, you don't take care of your daughter? I've had diapers. And because I've had diapers, like $40 worth of diapers, and they don't want to accept them, and I end up taking them back to a shelter because I don't have nowhere to go. And as I'm at the shelter, I will end up, trying to go back and see if I could talk to her, and they'll be like, no, you can't. So I got it together for a year through a shelter, which is 1818 Corsicana. They put me in an apartment for a year. I ended up trying to put my daughter on the lease. I asked Miss Kentoria if she could, go to the court date. She said, no, every time there's an excuse that she's got to dismiss. So I said, I'm going to have to set up a court date here. Okay. Every time. And then that's when I did that, I was assaulted for setting a court date up. And that was from her daughter, Nikki Page. They're bigger than me. They're taller than me. I'm very short, so they feel like they can bully me. Every time I've been assaulted, I have, so many wounds and stuff like that. So I said, I can't go over there no more without protection. And it's not funny.
So did you go up there to the Starbucks tonight?
Yes. No, I went to her house.
You went to her house?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
When I went to
How did you know to go to her house? Had y'all been in phone conversation or something?
Yeah, we did.
Okay.
I went to her house, and her boyfriend answered the door, and I said, can I talk to Kentoria because I need to try to see if I can set up another court date or something, because if I can't come and visit regularly, there's no point in y'all keeping my daughter because I don't get to see her. You know what I'm saying? So she told me, don't meet me at the house, meet me at Starbucks. I have Jordan. I said, okay.
You said you spoke to her boyfriend?
Yeah, or whoever that was staying at her house during
It was
the
a
time.
man?
Yes.
Okay.
Um,
What time did you get to the house?
it was maybe 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock.
This afternoon?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Did you go up there by yourself?
Yes.
Okay.
Someone dropped me off, actually.
Okay. And so you got dropped off,
Mhm.
and the decision was made to meet at Starbucks?
Yes,
Were
sir.
y'all supposed to meet at a certain time?
She didn't tell me. She told her to meet her at 7. Then we changed the time, and she said, "Come up there now."
Okay.
I said, "Okay, I'm on my way."
So is that like text conversation,
Mhm.
or is that like on the phone talking?
It was him talking to her.
Okay. When you said 7?
Yes.
And then how did you know to come now instead of just 7?
She talked to him and told her to. She told him to tell me to meet her at Starbucks.
Okay, so in that same phone conversation, you're on the front porch with this man.
Mhm.
He's on the phone to Miss Edwards.
Mhm.
And she initially said, meet me at 7 at Starbucks. And then she said, no, just go ahead and meet me now.
Yes, sir.
I gotcha. Okay,
Okay.
that makes sense. So you go to the Starbucks. Did you walk there or
Yes,
did you
sir.
drive?
I walked.
Okay. And walked to Starbucks. And where'd you sit?
And I stayed in the Starbucks.
Inside the restaurant?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Was Miss Edwards there already?
It seemed, I don't know if she was there already. It seemed like she was.
Okay. So did you meet with her inside the restaurant? Or?
No, sir. I walked out. I was actually fixing to leave and walk off altogether, and then she called my name from out of the car.
Okay. Why were you fixing to leave?
Because I was fixing to leave because I felt like she wasn't coming.
Because you didn't see her?
Yes.
Okay. So she called to you from a car?
Mhm.
Was the car like pulled up right in front of the Starbucks or in a parking space?
No, in a parking space.
What kind of car was she in?
Navy bluish Audi.
Okay. So a dark colored Audi?
Yes, sir.
Do you remember if it was a 4-door or 2-door?
It was a 4-door.
Okay. Was she driving it or
No,
passenger?
it's more Tia Page was driving.
Okay. So they were in a parking space, and when you say she called out to you, is that they rolled the window down?
Mhm.
Okay. And so she yelled across Tia Page through the driver window, "Hey, I'm here."
Yeah. No, she said, "Hey." I said, "Okay," and I started walking back over to
Towards the
daughter.
Starbucks?
Yeah.
Okay. And then Miss Page and Miss Edwards brought the baby to you?
Yeah, we all walked into the store. It happened like we were chatting. It happened like a normal visit.
Mm-hmm.
But every time I visit, they'll end up jumping on me.
Okay.
And it's not funny that they hopped up. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
I'm walking as my daughter hugging me. They always like put her down, don't hold her, and stuff like that. I'm like,
Okay.
You see what I'm saying? I don't get the bond with her. I was holding her, and they ended up. Well, she was walking out towards the streets. Jordan was. I said, "Come here, Jordan, because you walking out too far to the cars." And I picked her up. As I got up and picked her up, both of them, you know what I'm saying? They stood up and like all in my face while I'm holding the baby, like they were.
Were you on inside the restaurant?
We were on the outside in
outside,
the
like those picnic tables or whatever. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Is that where y'all were visiting the whole time?
Yes, sir.
Okay. All right.
And as I set up, I was picking up my stuff. As the baby was walking out, Tia said something. She stood up and she acted like she was supposed to go towards her car, but she didn't. And I don't know if she was trying to hold Jordan, but she was starting to act like, I asked her, I said, "What's your name?" Because I really don't normally talk to her. She said, "My name's Tia." I said, "Okay, nice to meet you." I said, "Come here, Jordan," because I don't get to bond with my daughter, and she was the one holding her. I said, "I don't really know her, but can I hold my baby?"
Mm-hmm.
I guess Tia kind of, felt offended, so she kind of went over while I'm holding the baby. Both of them got, like they were like all like this, you know what I'm saying, instead of letting me bond with the baby.
Mm-hmm.
After that, it was like they got all in my, like they stood up on me. I'm like, and feeling uncomfortable, you know what I'm saying? So
you were hugging Jordan?
Yes.
Are y'all sitting down or standing up?
We were standing up.
Standing up? Okay, so it's like you're giving her a hug goodbye.
Yes.
Okay.
As I'm trying to stand her up on a table. Because she's a big girl now. She's 3. Mm-hmm. She's getting older. Normally, like, she's little when I visit, like, and she's a baby. So I was trying to stand her up on a table, hug her and stuff like that, tell her goodbye, that I love her. As I'm standing her up on a table, it's not even funny that Kentoria grabs the baby, like, She always does that. She grabbed her out of my hands. I'm like, can you like back up? And she's like, no, like, what are you doing? Fat? I said, you don't ever let me get to hold my baby. You don't ever let me bound with him. What are you talking about, Fat? What are you talking about? Like, and all aggressive. Mind you, last time, when she does stuff like this, she'll grab the baby and before you know it, I'll be assaulted. Okay. And it's always more of them than me because I don't have nobody. You know what I'm saying?
No, and you call her Fat?
No, that's my name.
Oh, okay. Okay, so Miss Edwards calls you Fat.
Yes.
That's a nickname of yours?
Yes.
Like F-A-T or P-H-A-T?
P-H-A-T.
Oh, okay. All right. So she calls you Fat.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. That she's wanting you to... Was she taking the baby out of your arms?
Yes, she always does it. And this time it was like, I'm tired of being assaulted. I have like scratches on my neck right now from being assaulted. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And it's like not even funny.
Okay.
So I'm like.
So they've used some force in the past,
yes.
Physical force, to make sure you don't take Jordan with you.
It's not that take Jordan, they don't just, they always take her out of my arms and stuff like that. And every time they take her out of my arms, I'm always ending up assaulted or something.
Okay.
Or even if I don't be assaulted, it's like some type of aggressive and speech or anything towards me that's negative and nothing positive. Okay. I'll be visiting and paid somebody and it'll be never positive and it's like not even funny. That's why I said I don't know if what happened today is just like I'm not trying to be funny. If I'm glad it happened today, other than, somebody ended up. I know. Did she actually get shot?
Yeah, let's get to that. So she's taking the baby out of your arms?
Yeah,
and what was she saying when she's grabbing the baby?
She just grabbed her and she was like normally I'll get assaulted. So it's like when she was aggressive, I just like grabbed my gun, you know what I'm saying?
Okay.
I said, you're going to have to stop being aggressive and back up. And I said, she said, what are you doing, Fat? I said, can you leave me in my baby bonding time alone? She grabs the baby, starts pulling up out her arms. Before you know it, it's like she was dragging her to the back of the car. You know what I'm saying? She was going on the opposite direction of where the car was anyways.
Okay.
I said, you're going to have to stop doing that. Before you know it, I ended up like popping off, you know what I'm saying? Because I'm not finna get jumped. So
when you say popping off, you fired the gun?
Yes.
How many times did you shoot?
One.
Just one time?
One time at her, because she grabbed the baby.
Okay.
I said, I'm not trying to shoot my daughter. Can you leave my baby alone? She leaves baby alone. But when she runs back to the other car, Tia grabs her gun. You know what I'm saying? I said, I don't know what y'all doing. I don't know if y'all playing this or not, but y'all not finna touch this baby. You know what I'm saying? So I ended up grabbing the baby, putting the gun in the bag, running down the street.
So your gun was in your bag?
Yes.
Okay. And you said that the other lady had a gun?
Yes.
Where did she get the gun?
Out of her car.
Okay. And did you see that?
Yes. She shot it.
She fired?
She shot like 3 times.
Okay.
But it's not funny that I was running, you know what I'm saying?
But she had to go back to the car to get it?
Yes.
What did she do with the gun after she fired?
It's because I act like I was spraying, but I put I don't know if he heard the gun, so whoever was in the workout facility, the car that, the black car, the first car that was towards the Starbucks, that's the one we ran to. He ended up leaving his car doors open and running into the building because he heard the shots. I ended up running from her and putting Jordan in the car. I closed all the doors so that she wouldn't get her. I said, can you back up, acting like I was fixing to shoot her. But I put it back on safety. I said, can you back up? She said, no, you just shot this lady. I said, call the police. I said, call the police. And but y'all cannot touch this baby no more. I don't know what y'all doing to her. And it's not funny that y'all acting aggressive and you got a gun too. And I don't know why. You know what I'm saying? That you have a gun and you know what I'm saying? It's a coincidence, but I ain't trying to blame nothing on you, and it's not funny, and y'all not finna jump me, no, none of that.
So when you put Jordan in the car, Miss Page was pointing a gun at you?
No, not Miss Kentoria Page, but the other Page, yes.
The Tia Page. Okay.
And she was waving it in the sky.
Okay. And did she fire?
Yeah, she fired at least twice.
Okay.
And I ducked.
Okay. And where did the gun go after that?
Hers, I ended up telling her I said, she said, you shot her. I said, call the police. I'm not finna, I said, don't come near me, just call the police.
Mm-hmm.
I know what I'm saying? I ain't trying to kill this lady. I'm not trying to do none of that, just call the police. I ended up, she's like, no, and she's holding the gun. I go and bang on the windows in the other facility. I said, can y'all call the police? This lady out here got the gun. I said, call the police, please, somebody, and I ended up hiding the baby in the car, walking off, banging on some more glass, and told them to call the police. Mm-hmm. And after that, they said, you got to back up. I said, okay, I'm going to just go into this car real quick and hide. I guess, no, at this point, I don't know what she did with the gun, but she ends up going and, you know what I'm saying, checking on Kentoria, but it's like Kentoria laid out on the ground. You know what I'm saying? At this point, I'm scared, and I'm like, oh shit. You know what I'm saying? I go back.
Where did Miss Kentoria lay down on the ground?
Beside Miss Page's car.
Okay.
Well, I don't know if it was her car, but she ended up laying.
She went back towards that.
I don't know if she was standing up, and you know what I'm saying, when I did what I did, mm-hmm. she was standing up and perfectly fine. Okay. You know what I'm saying?
After she went back, on, you saw that she was on the ground.
Yes, after she ended up going back over there towards Miss Page, mm-hmm. She laid on the ground, and I don't know what that is, but you know what I'm saying? I know I did it one time.
Okay.
And I grabbed Jordan because she's so little.
So was Jordan in your arms when you shot at Miss Edwards?
She ended up grabbing her out of my hands.
Okay.
Like I said, but when she ended up grabbing her out of my hands, I said, please then put this baby down so that I could have a conversation with her. And like I said, and she didn't want to put her down, and I said, okay, I'm not finna play with you, and I ended up shooting.
And that's when you pulled your gun?
Yes.
Okay. So
but it's not.
I'm just trying to understand the dynamics, because sometimes what we're seeing in our brain mm-hmm. is
no, that's what happened. But the reason,
so you had Jordan, your baby. Mm-hmm. Miss Edwards took the baby from you.
It was either Miss Page or it's Miss Kentoria.
Okay, Miss Kentoria took Jordan from you. Mm-hmm. That's when you pulled your gun?
Yes.
Okay.
And it's not funny because every time she does that, they always get mad. They'll always end up calling the laws, and I would look so crazy, and I wouldn't do anything to him. You know what I'm saying?
So where was Jordan when you shot at Miss Edwards?
She was out. She was on the ground. She was trying to. That's what I'm saying. She had ended up taking her out of my hands. I said, can you like let us bond? I said, she kind of put her on the ground. I said, then back up, and that's because I shot. I said, back up, please, and back up. Mm-hmm. She ends up running. I said, leave her alone, and she let her go. I said, and that's when Miss Page was like, you shot she said, my grandbaby. I said, that's not your grandchild, that's Miss Kentoria's grandchild. I don't know what she's talking. I don't know this lady. You know what I'm saying? That's why she's weird, and then I'm already feeling like, you know what I'm saying, I don't know you like that. Yeah. That you got this baby with you too, and it's like not even funny. I said, after that, we ran into the car. They called the police. It took her a minute to get her phone because she was trying to have a little shootout with me, but I didn't shoot. I'm not going to do too much. You know what I'm saying?
So let me make sure I understand this. You said that Miss Edwards was putting Jordan down? Mm-hmm. So, and you can stand up. Mm-hmm. So I'm Miss Edwards, mm-hmm. and I'm putting the baby down. Is that when you fired?
Okay.
And I'm like, so this is the table?
Yeah, the table more like this tall. Mm-hmm. Jordan is long. She's on my hips. Okay. I pick her up like this, and I have her holding. She hugs me because she was finna go into the street. I said, love you. I said, can y'all, they're like this. Okay. I said, can y'all kind of back up, let me bond a little bit with my baby? I said, they said, what are you talking about? I said, can y'all back up while I'm talking to my baby? Okay. You know what I'm saying? They said, you're always being aggressive, and let me take her out your arms. I said, can you please, so I could talk to my baby. So before you know it, I said, y'all not fit to keep doing this, and my bag was on the table, and it was already, you know what I'm saying, my gun's already in the bag. Okay. So I ended up, you know what I'm saying, I think it's like I seen this, and I know that they finna assault me, so I ended up grabbing it, and I told her to put my baby down and go to the car, you know what I'm saying, go somewhere else and leave my baby here.
So Miss Edwards had the baby from you mm-hmm. when you reached into your bag to mm-hmm. get your gun.
She was on the ground more like.
Jordan was on the ground?
I told her to put her down.
Okay, so she's doing this. Mm-hmm. You got your gun. Mm-hmm. Is Miss Edwards still like this when you shot, or
She's backing up. She's backing up.
She's backing up like
She's
this?
backing up. Jordan,
Okay.
I told her leave Jordan alone. Jordan kind of walks over and she's backing up.
Okay.
And
Jordan
she really tried to grab Jordan so that that's what made me not shoot. That's what I'm saying.
Okay.
So that's what I'm saying. I don't know about what she did, but I know that I put it down because of my baby. You know what I'm saying?
Okay. So Miss Edwards is not holding Jordan
When I shot her.
Okay.
No.
But was Tia Page holding her?
No, I told Tia don't
touch.
Tia ran off to her car. After she heard the shot, she ran to her car and grabbed the gun.
Okay, so
another gun.
Tia Page is kind of still standing here next to Miss Edwards.
No, after she heard the shot. After she heard the shot, I told her to back up. And after she heard the shot, Kentoria went this way that she wouldn't get shot. So she left Jordan. She said, okay, Fat, okay. I said, okay, and leave her alone. I said, leave Jordan alone, please and thank you. I'm tired of being assaulted and all of that. But by the time I turned around, this is what made me run. I grabbed Jordan. I said, come on, Jordan. Jordan's little, you know what I'm saying? She's easy to pick up, you know what I'm saying, and run. Because
So Jordan is just on the ground, walking, standing upright.
Yeah.
What is she doing when you
She's
shot
walking perfectly fine.
Okay.
I actually ended up, because Miss Kentoria tried to use her as a shield, you know what I'm saying, for protection. So I told her to leave her alone. I said, go call the police, go do something. I said, as I'm doing that, we were still standing in the front. I tried to go back into the Starbucks. When I tried to go back into Starbucks, one of the coworkers ran to the back. I guess that's who called the police. And after that,
So what I'm trying to figure out is, where did you shoot Miss Edwards on her body?
Maybe in the front, because she was facing me, like aggressively. It was more like...
So she's standing upright?
Yes.
Okay, and you're holding the gun like this, or like this?
More like that.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? And shaky with it. I didn't want to, you know what I'm saying? I didn't want to assault her.
Okay.
It's like, you know what I'm saying? Defense. It's like, I'm always being assaulted, so every time I come over here, I'm expecting to be assaulted. You know what I'm saying? I'm not expecting that it's going to be friendly. You know what I'm saying? So that's really what happened with that. I didn't expect that they were going to do it after but after that, she didn't see it.
So you were afraid they were going to beat you up again. That's why you shot at her.
Yes.
But she didn't have anything in her hands when you fired the shot.
No.
Okay.
She didn't have Jordan. She really allowed. You know what I'm saying?
She put Jordan down when she saw the gun.
Yes, and it's not. But after she charged. You know what I'm saying?
She came at you?
Yeah, she charged like she always do, regardless of what. I don't know what made her do that, but you know what I'm saying?
Were you pointing the gun at her when she charged at you? Okay.
Yeah. But it's not funny because if this not her grandbaby, you know what I'm saying? She's kind of holding my baby hostage. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So if you know that this not Jared Page baby, I'm feeling like you trying to be sick. You know what I'm saying? I've put an affidavit in Jared Page's life for this reason. You know what I'm saying? In Dallas, Texas. He ended up shooting at me in Dallas. Okay. And it missed. They took down the information, but because they didn't have like proof that it was him, they said, stay away from it as long as you can. I said, my baby is over there. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to leave my child in this situation to where they are harming her. So I said, if the police don't take care of it, I'm going to have to do something to where this baby not, and you know what I'm saying, going back into this.
So you were trying, when you shot Miss Edwards, you were trying to protect yourself.
And baby.
And Jordan.
Yes.
Because you thought that Miss Edwards was taking her from you.
Yes. Okay. It's not every time I'm assaulted about a court date, you know what I'm saying? So I just feel like it's best that baby be removed from both parties if we can't get it. But it's not fair to mama, but you know what I'm saying? I'm just trying to protect my child. You know what I'm saying? I'm not trying to leave her in no situation where people actually don't care about her. Right. And that they, using her.
So you picked up Jordan and started walking towards the gym, the fitness place. And you put Jordan into a car.
Yes.
Did you still have your phone and bag with you?
I didn't have a cell phone, but I did have. No, I dropped my bag by this time. Well, no, I picked up the black bag and I left the pink bag because she had the other gun in her hand and I didn't want Jordan to get shot. So I ended up putting her in the car and making her lay down. So lay down so that if she shot, that she would. You know what I'm saying? I'm really trying to hide from her.
You're trying to protect Jordan from Miss Page because Miss Page got a gun.
Yes.
Okay.
Like she was going to shoot back.
Did you have a phone?
No.
Tonight? Do you have a phone?
I don't have a cell phone.
Okay. All right. And you said a pink bag. Was that a diaper bag for Jordan, or
It was my clothes because I'm actually like homeless, you know what
Okay.
I'm saying? So I was on the streets, you know.
So you have one bag or two bags?
Two.
Okay. What do they look like?
One was pink with holes in it and clothes.
Okay.
And one was black with cheetah prints in the inside and makeup and hygiene in it.
Okay, and you say pink, I mean the color pink, not made by pink, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. And it's got clothes in it?
Yes, sir.
Okay. And then the black bag has a cheetah print inside?
Yes.
Like a lining?
Yes, sir.
And that's got your makeup and stuff?
Yes, sir.
Is that the one that you carried the gun in?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So that kind of acts like your purse?
Yes.
Okay. So those are the two bags that are there.
Yes.
And you left the pink bag on the table when you shot?
No, the pink bag was on the ground.
On the ground,
I was
back by
actually finna get
Starbucks?
ready. Yeah. I was
Okay.
actually finna get ready to leave. That's why I said I should have left.
So you picked up your purse, basically.
Mhm.
You put the gun back in your purse.
Mhm. No, it was still in there. It hadn't. Well, it did.
I mean,
it did.
It came out to fire.
Yeah, it did.
Okay, so you had to put it back in your purse.
Well, it was in my hands
In your hands? Okay.
because I was trying to get, because after I seen that Miss Page had a gun too, I was kind of like shocked and surprised. So I would have normally probably put it back up.
Okay, so
But-
so you're carrying Jordan, a gun, and your purse.
Yes.
Okay, towards the fitness center.
Yeah.
And you could see that Miss Page had a gun.
Mhm.
Did she shoot at you?
I think she did. You
You
know,
think she
but
did?
she did. But
Where was she standing when she shot at
when
you?
she shot at me, she was over there on the end where it was the Starbucks and Chase.
Okay. Like close to her car?
Yeah.
And you were already towards the fitness center?
Right.
Okay. How many times did she shoot at you?
She didn't shoot too many times. It wasn't because I told her just chill. I said I held mine back up. I
Mhm.
said chill, call the police. Chill, just call the police. I said what? She said what? Just call the police. I said okay. She said okay. I said chill. I'm really just trying to chill
Mhm.
and call the police. Call the paramedics for I said call the ambulance for that lady.
Mhm.
I said on some like. And she said, what? And she called them, but she was still, heated. You know what I'm saying?
Right. She's still trying to deal with you.
Yeah.
Okay.
But that's
So you
not
got-
her grandchild, so I don't know why she was yelling, get my granddaughter. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? But I don't want her with none of these parties because if she pulls out a gun on me as her mother and trying to protect Jordan, it's like, you know what I'm saying, that they trying to kidnap the baby. You know what I'm
Right.
saying?
So you put Jordan in the car. You're still standing outside of the car, and that wasn't your car. That's somebody else's car?
Yes.
Okay. What kind of car was it?
It was a black SUV. I
Okay.
think.
When you opened the door initially to put Jordan in there, was the driver in the car?
Well, I think they ran into the store.
Okay.
And they left the doors open. I said.
Okay. So that's how you knew you could get into the
Yeah.
car.
All four of the doors was open, but when I put Jordan in, I said I closed the door so that nobody, that she wouldn't harm the baby. Yeah.
Okay. And then after Miss Page started calling the cops, what did you do?
I stayed right there. I wasn't trying to leave. I seen the other people outside of at the very end. I seen them outside of out of the store, and I told them, y'all can call the police. Y'all can call the police. I said they're on their way, and I tried to get Jordan to grab because the lady started acting like she was gonna walk towards the courts to the door so that she can, you know what I'm saying? And
The lady,
so
Miss Page, started
Yeah.
acting like she's gonna walk towards the car where Jordan was at.
yeah, but she had the gun in her hand still, so I'm not trying to
Mhm.
do none of this. You know, I'm not trying to have no shootout, none of that.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? I'm really just trying to get my daughter and put her in a better situation
Mhm.
because I don't know if y'all always this aggressive towards me.
Mhm.
I'm not sure or nothing what y'all doing to Jordan. You know what I'm saying?
So did you get Jordan out of the car?
Yes, I grabbed Jordan out of the car. I said, by the time then that she was on my hip, the police said, drop the weapon. I said, I don't have it. It's in. It was already dropped. They said lay down. I said, can y'all grab my baby? And I laid down and they said, put your hands behind his back. I said, okay. Can y'all grab my baby and make sure that she doesn't go back with these people? They said, okay. I said, they just put me in the car, and after that they put the baby in the car. And after that, they went to go talk to the other lady.
So that the police officers contacted you down there by some bushes and stuff,
Yes.
right? And that's where you dropped your gun?
Yes.
Okay, and then you dropped a phone?
I don't know if I dropped the phone. I think the phone was still in the bag,
Okay.
or unless I handed it to somebody, told them to give it back.
Okay. But whose phone was that? Because you don't own a phone.
Somebody in the car. That's what I was trying to call,
in?
see if I could call 911. That's why I was banging on the glass to see. I don't have a phone, so I was
Okay.
like.
You were banging on the glass of
Yes,
the car.
No, not in the car.
Banging on the glass of the fitness center.
Yes. So,
Okay.
so that whoever phoned that, they went into the fitness center. So
Okay. So when you got into that car to put Jordan, you saw a phone left behind.
yes, and I was just because we didn't see the police during this time. I told them to call the police because she was at large with the gun in her hand, and I'm not trying to fight you. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
I have this baby. I'm not trying to fight you. I just want to be left alone with my child, and you want.
So when you took Jordan out of that car, you picked up a phone that had been left behind.
Yes.
And you walked down to the end of the shopping center.
Yes.
And put the phone that you picked up from the car and your gun, you dropped them in the bushes, and then that's where the police
Well, I don't know if I put the phone back in there. It might have been or I gave it to one of the people that was in the building. I said, here, but.
Well, if I told you that we found a phone in the bushes next to your gun, that would probably be the phone you got from the car, right?
Well, I don't think that I put the phone in the bushes. You know what I'm saying? I think I gave it I handed it back to whoever. Well, I handed it to somebody, but I told them to call the police. You know.
So you don't know how the phone got in the bushes next to
if it was in the bushes, that's probably where I put it.
Probably where you put it.
Yeah.
Okay. And just in the heat of the moment, you don't remember that part.
Well, I dropped everything. I dropped my bag too.
When the police came. Okay. And so you were walking. Where were you heading?
I was actually trying to get to the nearest. I was fixing to cross the street to go to the 7-Eleven, so I called the police.
Okay.
That's why I had that phone. I don't have a phone, but emergency always works for everybody. So I don't know. I was gonna call the police, and so y'all was gonna eventually come. I wasn't trying to do nothing crazy. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
So.
All right. So you shot Miss Edwards because she was taking your baby from you.
She charged. She's always charging.
But I mean, that's why you brought the gun out, and then she charged at you.
Yes. So technically, it was like self-defense, but I knew. Well, I didn't know she was gonna do that, but she didn't know I had nothing this time, so she wasn't expecting that. You know what I'm saying?
And Miss Page's gun didn't come out until after you shot Miss Edwards.
Yes.
Okay. And you think she shot at you?
She fired, and it's not like that's why I said. And she was like, "Get my grandbaby," and she was calling me all types of bitches and hoes. I said, "I'm like, I don't know you like that. That's why I'm really telling y'all to put her name in whatever this situation is, because I don't want her with none of these people. Okay. If that's not their baby and they're hiding it in the first place, it ain't no why do y'all have her in y'all custody and y'all not trying to give this lady her baby back if it's not their child and none of that. You know what I'm saying?
So when you shot at Miss Edwards. That wasn't a gun accidentally going off, or it wasn't a struggle over the gun. That was you meant to pull that trigger.
It wasn't meant. It went off accidentally. Okay. You know what I'm saying? I didn't. I'm just taking full responsibility. You know what I'm saying? So.
But you were shooting her to protect yourself.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
She's always charging. You know what I'm saying? She's like it. They don't like. It's her. She has another daughter named Snookum, and she has another daughter named Nikki. They're all taller than me. So I don't know. I don't know what she wants from me, but I just know if my baby's not in that situation, that after I'm like, you know what I'm saying, I understand that I am being charged, you know what I'm saying, we can handle it the right way in court and stuff like that. But I know after this that if she's no longer with them and stuff like that, then there's no reason for me to go back over there being assaulted, followed, none of that, being assaulted at work or anything.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
So you were trying to get Jordan out of that family?
Yes.
Okay, because you want Jordan to be your daughter again.
Jordan is my child. I've never, I said, they did this when she was 10 days old. So
yeah, by what CPS says, you want Jordan to live with you.
Yeah, it's not that. That's why I'm feeling weird. That's why I feel weird, because when I went to CPS, they said that they dismissed this case a long time ago. That there's no. You know what I'm saying? That they didn't leave Jordan in the custody of, and there was no arrangements for an permanent and mandatory custody.
So you think that you still have custody of Jordan?
Well, I know that I don't have custody, but they said it was due to CPS. So
Edwards, Miss
yes,
Edwards.
they said that CPS made it mandatory that I had to go through them and stuff like that so that I could get my baby. Well, when I went to CPS, they told me wherever the case was from, they said due to, you know what I'm saying, it being in Dallas, we looked it up that there's no CPS case active for Jordan Janai Nicole Page. I said she's in custody of Kentoria Goodson. They never said. I said, is she in custody? I said because of the court date that y'all set up, but due to CPS, there's no like.
So CPS is telling you that Jordan's supposed to be with you.
Yes, they technically saying that they didn't demand her to be with. When the CPS when I went to jail, well, it wasn't jail. I went to a mental facility. They said I was hearing voices. They said, "Who do you want to hold and take care of Jordan while you're in here?" I said, Kentoria is fine as long as I get out. And when I got out, Kentoria said the CPS people called, and I said, CPS? I said, what's that? I said, well, it's like this court dates. They want me to set up these court dates and stuff to where, you know what I'm saying, that Jordan's in my custody. I said, they said that? I said that you couldn't spend the night no more. I said, okay, I'll just go to a shelter in Dallas, but they said it's mandatory. Yeah, she's like, yeah. I said, But so when we go to the court dates, I come. Long story short, when I go to because I don't want. They said that because she was in their custody, do I agree that she should be in their custody by this during this time? I didn't have no place to go, so I said, yeah, of course.
Right.
So during that year that I had got my things together, Kentoria stated I ended up trying to set up court dates. She was like, it's due to CPS and stuff like that, playing with my head. I said, they said you gave up your rights and stuff like that. Well, it was only temporary. You know what I'm saying?
So your mind was you were going to bring Jordan home with you tonight?
No. I wasn't trying to take Jordan. It was I have a pending modification to change her residence. Okay. So I don't have my apartment right now, so I wasn't trying to take Jordan nowhere. You know what I'm saying?
But you didn't want them to take her back home to their house?
I didn't care.
Okay.
I was good as long as she went to she literally assaults me. I have wounds. You know what I'm saying? So it's not funny that she charged. That's the problem. You know what I'm saying? She's always aggressive. You know what I'm saying? She kind of like it's always a snatch her out my arms. So this time I'm irritated. You know what I'm saying? This is my daughter. You're not letting me properly visit my daughter. I've never spent a night with my child. I don't look at her no type of, she's my daughter. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So I'm really feeling like.
So when she came at you to get Jordan out of your arms, that's when you pulled the gun out?
Yes.
Okay.
And it's like, certain people have said certain things about Jordan, so I leave her there, and I feel kind of crazy. You know what I'm saying? I feel like I want to leave her there. But when I call somebody and they ignore calls and they don't follow, like with me and my court date, they set it up in March. That May, I was in the court date agreeing to custody orders.
Yeah.
During this whole time that I was in my apartment, I was setting up court dates. Since it was October all the way until June of 2021. And I was setting up court dates and they would always find some excuse as to why they couldn't even go to the court date. So I said, it's something strange. And if that's not their baby, that, you know what I'm saying? It's like not funny that she don't need. Well, I set up a court date. It wasn't no aggressiveness in a situation. I set up a court date. They was just going to have to go to the court date. But maybe it happened like this for a reason because they were probably never going to go. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? They probably trying to be aggressive towards me and stuff like that. But I don't know. Okay. They don't never attend the court. They don't never do what they're supposed to do on my end.
So when you fired the gun, Miss Edwards was in the process of taking Jordan from your arms.
No, she had already took her. That's why I was mad. Okay. And she put her down. I said, that's wrong. Fired. Yes.
Okay, I got you.
I said,
so she wasn't holding Jordan?
No.
Okay, so Jordan wasn't at risk of getting shot by your gun?
No.
Okay, all right, cool. Where did you get the gun?
A friend.
A friend? Did you buy it or did he just let you use it?
I was just using it during this time.
Okay. When did you get it?
It was maybe 2 weeks ago.
Okay. What's your friend's name?
Jessica.
Jessica? What's Jessica's last name?
Hill.
Hill? Where does she stay?
In Oak Cliff.
Okay. Do you have her phone number or anything like that?
No, sir.
How do I find Jessica? If we got to give her gun back to her at some point, how do I find her?
She stays in Oak Cliff in Oasis Apartments.
Okay. And why did you tell Jessica you needed a gun?
She was just, I had been assaulted. I had been assaulted in the streets, you know what I'm saying? I was living in the streets, you know what I'm saying?
Okay. Does Jessica have other guns?
I don't know.
Okay. And you said you got it about 2 weeks ago?
Yes, sir.
And she's letting you use it?
Yes, sir.
So that you could protect yourself?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Did she give you the bullets?
No, sir.
How did you get the bullets?
They were already loaded.
That's what I'm saying. The gun came ready to go, right?
Yes, yes.
Okay. So you didn't have to go get bullets in a magazine
No,
or somewhere else?
no.
Okay.
I hope this doesn't, affect my record. I'm just trying to defend my child.
Mm-hmm.
As long as I get to explain that, you know what I'm saying? Because it's not funny that if that's not her grandbaby, that she's like, holding her against her will. So I had to do something about it regardless. So.
How old is Jessica?
Jessica may be 28.
Okay. Is she a white girl?
She's a mixed breed.
A mix of what?
Black Mexican.
Okay. Has she ever been arrested or anything like that?
No, sir.
Do you know what kind of car she drives?
No, sir.
Okay. What kind of gun is it? I just looked at it real quick in the bushes.
9mm.
I mean, is it a Glock? Is it a Smith & Wesson? What is it?
It's a Glock.
A Glock, you think?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a Glock.
All right. Had you shot it before?
No.
So you never practiced with it or anything like that?
No.
Okay. Had you shot a gun before in your life?
No.
Okay. Okay. Hey, when are you supposed to give the gun back to Miss Hill?
When I got my apartment.
Okay.
So I was supposed to go back to the bridge for like a few more months and stuff like that.
Okay. And getting the apartment would help you get Jordan, right?
Yes. Well, that wasn't the issue. It's like they aggressive. You know what I'm saying? So I just want to make sure even if Jordan was left with somebody else, I'm not. You know what I'm saying? They're always aggressive. You know what I'm saying? I just don't feel like that's a good situation. That if you're aggressive to her mama, that my daughter shouldn't be over there. You know what I'm saying? Or left with you because you may be in assaulting her while I'm not there. And majority of the time, I'm not there, and I only get I ain't gonna lie. Last year, I didn't see my baby in real life.
Yeah.
And throughout the time that I was trying to get her back, I never got to visit her. None of that. Like a year without seeing her.
Now you said that a friend dropped you off at Miss Edwards' house.
It was more like I was walking from the train station, but it was too far, so I ended up getting a ride from somebody that worked at the City Line bus turnpike.
Okay. So you took the train from
Dallas
to up here?
Yes, sir.
Okay. How were you gonna get home?
The same way, walking. I would normally get dropped off.
And someone from City Line gave you a ride? Do you know that person's name or?
No.
Okay. Were they driving the City Line shuttle or what?
No.
What were they driving?
It was a truck.
Okay. Were you hitchhiking?
No, I was actually just walking. I've taken this walk before to go to Kentori's house. It's like an hour and 30 minutes. So I ended up.
Okay, so somebody nice saw you walking and gave you a ride?
Yeah.
Okay. And your plan was to walk back to the train station and go home?
Right.
On the train? Okay. Were you planning on taking Jordan home tonight?
No.
No?
I was actually trying to leave, but she just ended it. She just grabbed her out of my arm.
You were hugging her, and you wanted to hug Jordan longer when she grabbed her.
Yes. And I guess she was, you know what I'm saying? I don't know what her problem was, but she interrupted and got in between me and Jordan.
Okay. I think this all kind of makes sense to me now. if I have any more questions, I'll come back and talk to you again, right?
Okay. Where's the baby?
The baby's going to be with CPS for right now.
Okay.
Until we try to figure out where to put her.
Are they gonna tell me what's going on with her?
CPS, I imagine they'll talk to you, yeah.
They're gonna come up here?
Yeah, I don't know if they'll come talk to you here or the next place that you go. Okay.
Oh, I'm gonna leave here?
You're going to be charged with murder.
Murder? She's dead?
Yes, ma'am.
She dead? I didn't murder? She died? She died? I don't think that I hit her enough to kill her. That's what I'm telling you.
You hit her in the right spot.
I don't think I hit. We're gonna have to investigate where Tia Page done, because I know I didn't hit this lady enough to kill her. You know what I'm saying?
You told me you hit her up here, right?
It was more like down here.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? And she backed up. See what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So I didn't hit. I'm just saying, I know my part, but I'm not finna go down for murder if Tia done did something to this lady too.
Okay, well, it doesn't look like Tia did it.
Can we get an investigation on this situation?
That's what I'm doing. I'm a detective.
Okay.
And there is a thorough investigation being conducted.
That's what I'm saying. Now. Is there a way that we can look up these people that are involved?
You mean all the people that saw you shoot Miss Edwards? Yes.
That's not what I'm talking about, because it was more involved. That's what I'm saying. For me to be charged with murder, there's people that they done assaulted and hurt, and they didn't get in trouble for it. I'm talking about Ebony Matz, Deja Matz, and these are people that, like, if you call Deja Matz's father, he could tell you that they were actually talking about harming this baby. So I'm really just trying to not, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Protect my child. And if you look up on your phone, you're going to see Deja Matz, Ebony Matz, and there's like literally Cameron Farmer, there's Xavier McMullen, and there's Xanta Shaw Johnson.
And they were all assaulted by Edwards.
That's what I'm telling you. That's what I'm saying.
In Dallas, Richardson, Plano, where were they at?
One of them was in Richardson. The other two was in, it's not funny that if you look on, that's why I'm saying I know we have to do this thoroughly. Cameron was in Richardson. He's my ex-boyfriend. Xavier is my ex-boyfriend. Fresh is my ex-boyfriend. And they're dead. You know what I'm saying? And, you know what I'm saying?
So they assaulted all your ex-boyfriends and you.
That's what I'm telling you. Mm-hmm. That's what I'm saying. So I don't think, that's why I said we got to make sure that I know I didn't fire too many times to kill Kentoria.
It only takes one.
I know I didn't kill her on purpose. You know what I'm saying? I know that she was trying to, you know what I'm saying, had to been in like harming my child, but right. I'm not trying to go to jail for murder for self-defense and protecting my child.
I'm just telling you right now, that's what's going to happen. You're going to spend the night here in Richardson jail. Mm-hmm. You'll see a judge in the morning.
And I'm getting charged.
You're going to be charged with murder. Yeah.
Is there a way that we can talk about if I'm guilty or not? Because
that's what a trial's for.
Okay.
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 And that's, if you want to have a trial, you got murder. You shot her and she's dead.
She's dead. She died.
She died.
She died.
She died before she got to the hospital.
Oh my God. I ain't try to kill that lady, and it's like so not funny. I did not try to kill, but can you look up these people's names that I'm talking about, or write them in the case?
Yeah.
In the case, so that she.
You said that your ex-boyfriends.
Cameron Farmer.
Mm-hmm. What's Cameron look like?
He's a mixed breed, last name Farmer.
Yeah, like mine.
Like yours?
Yeah, I'm Detective Farmer.
Yeah.
Yeah. Cameron's where does he live?
He was living in Richardson, Texas. He's dead now. That's what I'm telling you.
How did he die?
He ended up getting killed. Me and him had this bond, you know what I'm saying? But it's not strange that all of us would go cockeyed, you know, stuff like that. Mm-hmm. So that's why I needed to talk to somebody. There was Ebony Matz and Deja Matz.
Ebony?
Ebony, ABBANEY, MATTS, Matz, and Deja Matz.
They're girls?
Yes, they're sisters.
And they're dead now?
Yes, sir. There's Fresh.
And they were assaulted by who?
I'm gonna say that Jared Page and Kentoria got these people killed.
Okay.
But they were hiding. That's why I was scared. You know what I'm saying?
So you think that they killed these people that were friends?
I know so.
So
you know
Cameron was your ex-boyfriend?
Yes.
Ebony and Deja, they're dead. Mm-hmm. Why were they killed by Edwards?
For trying to get Jordan back.
Okay. And there was another name.
There was Xavier McMullen, XAVIER MCMULLEN.
Okay. He's dead?
Yes, sir.
He was helping you get Jordan?
Yes, and there's
Okay.
Zanta Shy.
Who?
ZANTASHIA Johnson.
She's dead?
Yes, sir. She was trying to help me get to Job Corps, and they ended up hitting her with a car, and she got hit in the she ended up getting hit by a car. You know what I'm saying?
And you think these are all these people were killed by Edwards to keep you from getting Jordan back from there?
That's facts. You know what I'm saying? But we do need to take Jared Page down because his grandmother died in that house. And this was the same time during these deaths. You know what I'm saying?
So that's why you brought a gun to tonight?
Yes.
Okay.
So it's really that's why I'm telling you to write their names down, because I don't want to get in trouble. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to be in a cell for nothing. I know that. You know what I'm saying? I'm really just helping people. And my daughter. There's Pumpkin. This her mother. She died in Christmas. They buried her. I don't know how she died, but I know she was dead. You know what I'm saying? And they were playing with me about it and saying how they were going to kill me. And I ended up calling the police. The police said that. They said, you're crazy. I said, okay. And I left it at that.
Okay. Well, I'll look up and see how these people died. And like I said right now, you're going to stay the night here. Okay. Like I said, I don't know if CPS will come talk to you in our jail or if they'll wait till you go up to Collin County. Because that Starbucks, that's in Collin County. Okay. And so if you can't post your bond from here, you'll go to Collin County Jail to sit. And
with the judge, I just want to make sure that these people's names will be on the, like, when
you talk to the judge is going to tell you the charge and the bond amount. The judge doesn't do an investigation. That's what I do.
Oh, okay.
Okay?
Okay. And, okay. Just make sure that Jared Page is on there.
Jared Page, he's your baby daddy, right?
Yes, supposedly.
He's still alive.
Yes.
Because he's sitting in our lobby.
No, I'm just making sure that they know that his name is somewhere and stuff like that. He can't keep baby, stuff like that. He's a male.
Okay. You don't think he can keep his own kid?
If it's not his baby, he shouldn't have.
Well, yeah, if it's not his, I'm sure.
And with what just happened, I'm pretty sure it's not best that she goes with him. And his grandmother is dead too, so it's not a good fit that he's with. You know what I'm saying, baby?
Okay.
He just lost his mama, and I'm not trying to. I think it's very weird what's going on. You know what I'm saying? I'm losing my friends, and he just lost his grandmother last year, and his, you know what I'm saying, his mama. So I just don't feel like it's, you know what I'm saying, best that he goes with now one of them. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That Jordan goes, you know what I'm saying?
Okay. All right. Well, like I said, you're gonna stay the night here.
Okay.
I'm gonna put you back where I found you.
You said that Collin County, they'll come talk to me?
The CPS people will come talk to you at some point. I don't know if they'll talk to you here.
Janisa Watts was sentenced to 6 years in prison for the shooting that caused the death of her child's grandmother.